right. Morning, Sunny. Morning, morning, morning. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I doubt you will have it off. Family restaurants don't close, so as I say, it's just another day. Yeah. That's normally how that runs. Family businesses don't close. They just keep moving on. On and on and on. Yeah. Yup, just another Monday for you. I think all the banks and everything are closed today, though. So some of the stuff's down, which is fine. All right, government holiday, yeah. They take too many days. Yeah, dang freeloaders. So today we're here with episode 101. Look at that. We made it over the 100 mark. Woohoo! Hopefully I updated the go live notification with the right. I did. Haha! Yeah, so we've done 101 of these episodes so far, which is awesome. I wonder if I could make it. How many is that? 52 times 3. 156 episodes? No, it can't be 156 episodes in a year. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm only 55 away from completing a whole year of streaming 3 days a week. Holy shit. I didn't realize that. The more you know. Hello, who knew? Whatever happened to holiday pay? Yeah, that's a no-no. I was thinking about the other day. I was thinking about jobs. I was thinking about Mrs. Tahoe Dreamer, about her job and stuff like that. I was thinking about trying to understand where I came from with a construction job, which was like 7 to 3:30. People talk about 9 to 5 jobs and stuff like that. And it's kind of not really a thing anymore. Basically, all of those old ideas of the way things... I mean, there are some still like that, especially as you move out into the more rural areas, or the more... I always think of like further out into the desert here in Nevada. It's probably still like that, but that's hard because some of those places get hit the hardest, the blue collar jobs and stuff like that, when shit gets all funky dory. Jobs are weird, just in general. Just jobs are weird. Dreamer has like a 24/7 job where some days she'll have like stuff from wake up to bedtime, and other days it'll be just go in, do a few things, get some major stuff done, and then be able to come home and take care of some other stuff and just on call for the rest of the day kind of thing. So jobs are weird. Do you feel like you're on call, Sunny, sometimes with the family business stuff in there? With the restaurant? Like, can they just like call you at any time and be like, hey, so-and-so's not, come down? Like, does that happen a bunch? Well, I'm working 6 days a week. Gotcha. Are you guys short-staffed, or is it just... I assume that if I got myself to a point where I started a business and stuff, it would almost be like a 7-day week, because you, as much as you'd want to take time off and do things like that, in order to keep things afloat and running, I would definitely have to put all that time and effort into it, I would assume, unless you can delegate some of it. But and if I have to come in on a day off, I'm taking my day at a later date. No, that makes sense. Do you find that you have more ability to pull some of that stuff around and do some of those things? I know when you were sick the other week, and nastily sick too, I'm assuming you were able to call out for some of that time. My sister-in-law was sick not too recently, and she went back to work like immediately, and she works with kids in schools and stuff like that. I was like, oof. But at the same time, what can you do? I worked for my dad for many, many years. Both like for his business and then underneath him as he was the supervisor for another business. And he did a pretty good job, even with our whole construction crew, of making sure that the human element, our element of the work part, was taken care of and respected. And if we needed a day out because we were just like dead to the world and something that was going on, either sickness or whatever like that was fine. And like he took care of it on his end at the higher part of that, made sure everything was good, because I mean we always got our stuff done on time and everything. But well, the only person doing my job is myself and my dad, maybe my sister. Gotcha. Do you just run it, the two of you? I'm assuming you're running the front and he's running the back. Do you guys have other employees? I'm fascinated now. So the business part of things, I'm bad at. As an artist, as a creative person, I've always been terrible about understanding that world, selling my work, talking about my work to be sold, and stuff like that. Like I know the system. I can find the systems and stuff like that. I can find things like Redbubble or any of those companies where I can build product, or I can figure out how to publish a book from beginning to end and have a physical item to be able to sell. But to be able to get it into people's hands and have them want to purchase it and stuff like that, or even give it a chance to check it out, I'm terrible at it. We have waitresses and waiters. Okay. And then the kitchen staff. Okay. That makes sense. So you have a little bit of coverage, but not like crazy amounts. And are you always running the front register, front of the shop, or are you bouncing around sometimes? Do you run any of the business part of it? Do you help your dad with some of that? I'm always running the front. Okay, gotcha. So you're the face of the company. I understand that. You're the smiling face that everybody sees when they come in first. They're just like, oh yeah, there's Sonny. Negative. Let's say negative to the any of the. That's funny because of the question I just asked. I'm assuming negative to the business part of that, helping out with the back end. God, that would have been such a funnier. Nope, they do not see a smiling person when they come in. If you say yes to both of those things, I might laugh again. It's funny. So I worked at a Round Table Pizza for a while when I was in college, and then I worked for Jamba Juice. So I have a little bit of customer service experience in both of those areas. I did work as kitchen staff in the back for Round Table. So I was back making dough and setting up all of our materials for morning times and stuff like that. DM'd you a picture of my spirit animal when I'm at work. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's funny. Yeah, yeah, I got you. I feel it. I feel what you're putting down there. That's funny. Oh, very much. Here's your stuff. Get out of my face. It was in the first episode of that anime. It looks familiar. Which one is it? What's the title of that one? I saw the way he treated the main character. I was like, yes. That's not Planad, is it? I can't, no. I remember the dad kind of looking like that one. Why is my... That's weird. Oh, okay, there it goes. Delay duration? Oh, that's weird. That's the correct noise reduction. No. Weird. Maybe my microphone's just too far away from me. That's why it's not registering. There was a cute girl in the heroes party, so I tried. Oh, it's an yeah. I have that on my to check out list. That looks like the dad from a different story. We're getting into the point where a lot of characters are all kind of meshing together. I've watched too many. I've gone too far here, I think, is what I've determined. Do I want to do any of that stuff? No. Yeah, he's a guild receptionist. I figured as much. He gave off guild receptionist vibes. Okay, so let's go here. There we go. Let's get rid of the insides. Let's put a... Okay. So all of the important stuff needs to fit in here. But yeah, you basically nailed it. Yeah. I'm assuming he's probably gruff. He's probably just off-putting, and yeah. Probably some father to one of the characters that you either haven't met yet or something along those lines. I'm just basing it off of just that image is what I'm throwing out there. There's some kind of tangible connection to somebody. Let's see. What do I want to do? Like that. Can I switch it to a square? Oh, somebody's awake in my house. Who could it be? I'm assuming that's daughter. Of course it is. That disappointment was palpable, baby.
Sorry.
You're okay. Okay. What we need to do... I don't think we're quite ready to change out the background. Maybe we shouldn't do this quite yet. What the funny part is, box. Pretty sure there was an open box. Let's do card, board, where that monkey did that one go? That was open. No, I can do that. Okay, so we've got. That's funny. It's basically what we've made several of those. What we've got going on is we've got our first. I want to rebuild the front, and I want to rebuild the back here. But I also need to get the middle ready for. This is my new social media weekly post setup here. But I want to figure out a different way to do it. I've been playing with the idea of possibly doing filmed updates. I may not need the front, I would like to have the back card here in some capacity. Let's get rid of that. Change to any shape I want here. There's a little cloud. Oh, there's a little word bubble. Speech bubbles. More clouds. Well, that's a sideways cloud. Hearts? Why are they sideways now? Banner. Somehow they turn sideways. Do I have it sitting sideways? Yes, I do. Huh. That makes more sense now. Ninja star, arrows. Do. At least it's centered now. I can play with the rest of these. Ooh, not centered. Don't mind that. That's a cutout for the top. Ooh, thank you, Sunny. Actually, I don't have our other camera set up yet. We've got dead dog happening in the house here. There's our assistant. Thank you for putting your points in, Sunny. We are at 88%, 26,656 out of 30K. So we are really close to getting our goal and getting a treat for Sora here. She definitely needs it. She's been working hard. Oh, there's 94. Okay, it finally updated. 20. That is the weirdest thing. Okay, so you just put in more points. Dreamer did. Oh, okay. How many did you put in? 1,800. Okay. It wasn't updating. It was stuck at 88%. Yeah, it says 94% on my screen. So 28,486. I know it says 95. Mine says 99%.
Mine says 100.
29,986. Community challenge raised.
We did it.
Mine says not done yet.
It's done.
Yours says all done.
Yeah.
Is it fooling all of us? Is that what it's doing?
Mine literally says 100%.
No, but I should have gotten a activity feed.
You just said it was. Like, I can't donate to it. It says 30K goal has been reached.
Okay, it might be behind then. Let me double check. I can bring up Chrome real quick. Oh, let's hope this doesn't break everything.
Sunny says his says 100% too.
Sunny says his is 100%. Creator dashboard. Stream manager. Weird. All of mine still says 99%. Hey, there it goes. It's super. Alex did. Alex contributed and pushed it over. You guys, it must round. Yeah, it's rounding. So it's rounding up for you all. It was 14 away. That's okay. I thought so. I was like, wait a minute, it's so close. But it wouldn't let anybody put any more in, which is the funniest thing. Sweet, we get to do our treat for Sora here. Yay. I decided, girl. Thank you, Alex, for getting our treat for Sora here. Appreciate that. Yeah, when I heard she put her points in, I put the 1,500 that I had left to put in. Okay. So it sounds like you all were putting in pretty consecutively, or like right around the exact same time, so it was desperately trying to catch up. Yay, that's exciting. We did it. We got a treat for Sora. Okay, let me go grab that real quick and I'll give that to her.
She has the salmon jerky treats right now. Yeah. She heard that.
Did she hear that? Look at this. You get your treat. Okay.
Oh, you just got rated with 8 people.
Good girl. Good girl, yeah. You got your treat. Try to move back a little bit.
It was a raid during treat time.
Look at that. Perfect timing. People rating when we got our special treat for Sora here. Yeah, she gets all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna go grab some more stuff.
They said bedtime.
That's timing. Excuse me. Here's Sora. Yeah, what a perfect time to come in when we just got our 30K raised for our treat for Sora here. So y'all get to see it. Get to see it live. Perfect timing. How about that? Sweet. Yeah, we're gonna have to go in, be right back. We'll have to go in and clip that for later, Sunny. I'll get it later, but yeah, we did it. I like that. I like doing the community challenge like that and having it get some treats for. Oh my gosh, she's sniffing the camera. She burped into the camera. Thank you, good girl. You're all done. We're all done now. I know, we're all done. I gave you all of the treats. I don't know what else you want. She goes, I get more treats? Treats, please? Excuse me, sir? Sir, please, treats? She's not gonna do this the right way. Good girl. Oh, now she's gonna lay down. Oh, and there she goes. Sweet. Was too long for me to clip it. Nah, it's fine. Like I said, I'll probably go through and I'll clip out a piece of it for later and stuff like that, just a funsies. And now she's satisfied. Now she's happy. She's like, I got treats. I'm going back to taking a nap. So she got a salmon jerky treat, and then we had some turkey liver. Those were those little round cookie type looking things. Those are compressed like turkey liver puree. Good stuff. Good stuff for them. Those ones are beef liver? Oh, we switched up to the beef liver, huh? Oh, she got beef liver this time. Sometimes we have in between. So she's allergic to chicken. Get that. So when we first got her, she had horrible rash all over the place, all over her belly, everything. And it took us a few months going through different foods and wondering why she was having such troubles with rash and poop issues and everything else like that. And come to find out, it was chicken. She was just her belly cannot handle any dog food that has chicken in it. So and kibbles that have chicken stuff. So we swapped over to a food that was made from turkey. And we tried that, and that worked out really well. And then we tried some other stuff, beef and things, and those were okay. But chicken is the weird one. What a foul allergy to be stuck with. Wow, I love it. So good. It is foul play. Yep, time for just a little cat nap now. Just gonna chill. Yeah, she got her 30-minute walk this morning, and then she got all of her treats this morning. So she's as happy as pie now, which is a good thing because tomorrow I have to take her to the vet to get some shots. So I'm glad that she got treats today. Maybe that'll kind of, make that a little bit better experience than it probably is going to be. So, because let's face it, nobody likes going to the doctor and getting shots. So, not the funnest thing to have to do. It's a necessity, but there, dreamers behind me being like, "Oh, they're gonna tell her she's an old lady." She isn't old. She's 8. Is she a yeller? No, not a yeller. No. She won't go in there and howl, whatever, but whatever reason, she doesn't like when the doctors come in their lab coats. If they take off their lab coats, she's cool. She's fine. But if they wear their lab coats, she's just like, nope, you get the fuck out. And she'll like hide behind me, and she'll be like really on that verge of like growly face, like really, really close. But as soon as they take the lab coat, she's like, oh, okay, cool. Just another person. I'm cool. I wonder if that reminds me of that one guy that she didn't like one day when we were walking, and he had a long trench coat on. Maybe something with that. I don't know. Weird. But yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you Alex and Sunny and Dreamer for putting in your points there to push us over the edge for our challenge. I appreciate that. We did it. We did a thing. They are a terrible fashion statement is what she said. Exactly. She's just like, I don't trust people that wear long trench coats. Any kind of long coat, that's a terrible idea. That's a fashion faux pas right there. Exactly what she's saying.
Does that mean Assistant of the Month changes?
Yes, so Dreamer's asking important questions behind me. I don't know if you may or may not be able to hear them, but so our Assistant of the Month will change for our next stream on Wednesday. So we will be back to checking on Patch to see how he's doing. Our 20-year-old, I don't get to say 19 anymore, 20-year-old, what type of cat do they call those? Tuxedo cat. Yeah. So we'll swap it up and we'll put it, I think 30K was a good spot. What do you feel like, Sonny? Like, I feel like we got to it in a good amount of time. I think I had to reset the timer once, maybe? I think? If I remember correctly. That's a venerable age for a cat. It is. So it's weird because we were thinking for a while, we're like, oh my God, 20, that like hardly any cat ever gets to 20. And then when we started doing book events and we started putting pictures up of the cats and then the characters that the cats are developed off of, spoilers, if you didn't know, I do work on kids books. This is our cat Buttons right here, based off of our real kitty. Let's see, do I have a photo of him? There he is. Got a little Christmas hat on in this picture. But people started coming up to us and talking to us about their cats and stuff like that, and we just kept hearing more and more stories of people with cats that were 17, 18, 20, you know, like, it was like, oh, okay, maybe this is a little bit more common than, or...
I think we only heard one story.
No, we heard a few stories about that. That's why I was surprised, because I was like, okay, well, maybe my idea of the age of cats is a little bit off. Maybe the food, medical, and stuff like that has gotten just a little bit better, that they last a little bit longer. So give them more life to explore and run around and do things. So I don't know. I'd be interested to know if that's a true thing or not. Okay, so how was Sage's stream? I had him on in the background, but I had him muted because I didn't want his audio to come through on our stream, even though that would have been okay. But I saw that the more book progress was being made. We got some dark pages with some white ink pens going on. Very promising. Good stuff. I do think it's pretty cool that he's got a dual setup where he's got his big table and then he's got his mini table going on. He's basically created himself a nice little studio to work in and build and explore and do all kinds of cool creative things, which is, I really, really like that. I have a smaller space for my creative endeavors at the moment. Where is my picture at? In here, I think I passed it. But I do have a garage, which I go do a bunch of different work stuff into sometimes. So this is my mini setup here, over in the corner. Nice little standing desk. Ooh, pretty far away for y'all. I'll try to make it bigger. Got my little gaming shelf up at the top up here. Little standing desk, little stool underneath so I can like stand on it a little bit, put one leg up, swap back and forth. Try to have a little maneuverability here, but any of my big stuff I kind of do like Sage does. I have a big I have a table out in the garage, so if I need to go cut things or do certain things, then I can go do it out there. I'm actively doing not only like book writing, illustrating, publishing, but putting together like my booth setup, any type of, let's see, where's our setup at? Yeah, building little boxes, building little products and stuff like that that we can have to sell and stuff like that. So it's nice to have that extra space in the garage to do different things with. Very, very nice. Look at those goobers. Okay. But today we are working on trying to get social media post. Trying to figure out some type of new way to present the material for my weekly, kind of like a blog post, I would say, kind of. Use them as a weekly like update, being like, hey, this is what I've been up to, this is what I'm doing. Especially if people don't come around the streams and check out what I'm doing live. Then like the weekly update idea that I put together, it's kind kind of how people get to see what's been happening, what's going on. So if you look over in the top right hand corner, you can see last week's video was kind of our year in review, where I showed off pictures from all of the cool stuff that we were able to do last year for our books, and doing events and signings and all kinds of different things. So kind of along those lines, kind of like trying to find that balance between doing things through social media and doing things live on Twitch, and also doing the work and stuff that I want to do, which is the publishing and illustrating and writing and stuff like that for the kids' books. So I haven't quite figured it all out yet, but I'm working on it, trying to figure it out. Hopefully I get it panned down at some point, but we'll see. Let's see, let's make that a little bit smaller. So one of the things I have to balance when I'm working on some of this stuff is I've got book 3 coming out this year, a little bit later, not like second half of the year, but closer to the first half of the year. And what I've done in the past is I've gone through and built little animations, little posts like this that kind of get ready for, that's my daughter blowing her nose, kind of like setting up that these things are coming or things are happening with them, announcements, whether like a couple weeks ago we did the announcement for the cover of book 3, which do I have here? I might not have here anymore. No, because I changed it, so I gotta resave that out. So trying to figure out how I want to make certain changes for that. So last year when book 2 came out, I had this whole setup with this animation. Actually, I can probably bring it up for y'all. Look at all this crazy work I do. Crazy. Which one was it? There was one I did. We went from the dots to the... It's not that one, it's not that one. That one's diamonds. Is it this one? No. Oh yeah, it's this one. Year 2, week 4. Let's see. Let's make a copy because I don't want to move it. Canva is one of those weird ones, like if you open up one of your old files, it puts it at the top of the list rather than just leaving it where it is. So I make a copy so that I can play with it or check it out, and then just delete it because it doesn't matter. Oh, I thought that was a snuffleupagus blowing its nose. No. So last year what I did is I put together this little animation where our character, but first we need to make a few changes. These circles are getting old. So he goes through and he goes, bloop. Oh, he changes them to little diamonds. And then the diamonds become the background for all the future posts. So, and then we did a reveal for the cover. I think we had the cover, but which reminds me, because I don't have book 3 printed out yet. I have to do a photo shoot with book 3 at some point. But that's kind of how I did it last year, was kind of did this setup, little animations, kind of a reveal-ish idea. I really like this, and this one was really fun to put together. Challenging to figure out how to make the little dots move around and then swap over to the backgrounds and stuff like that through Canva. This is all built in Canva, so through their free features too. So None of it done through their paid stuff. So I gotta decide whether or not I want to do something similar to that. Or if I want to change and move more. So most of our weekly posts you can see are very similar. Openings, got a title page, information, and then they go into the actual, they either have photos or they have like little comic strip type setup for information. But I guess the question is, if you're on social media, Instagram, TikTok, even though I'm not a fan of TikTok, YouTube shorts and stuff like that, do you like seeing like mini animations of stuff? Kind of like a little bit more production value for shorts, reels, or do having somebody talk to you, like filming themselves talking to you about certain things, do those have more resonance? Do those feel like they hit different, better, cooler, interesting words to describe? Like I go 50-50. Like sometimes I'm like really into little animated comic strips and stuff like that, and then other times I enjoy seeing people talk about things like face to face. Like I love interviews and things like that. Like Trevor Noah doing interviews is just, those are amazing in that way. Let's redo. We're gonna redo part of this. Like this, but we can do better. We can do better. What I may need to do. Okay, so these are real photos of book 1, book 2, but I don't have a real photo of book 3 yet because it's not been printed yet. Oh, I do have, where's my one other photo that I want to put in here? One of the other things that I forgot to mention last week with our 50-second post here, it's at the top. So for y'all wanting to know what the process looks like for me when I'm putting together all my books, this is my timeline right here of how I've got my stuff organized. So I've got written story for book 1. So this is book 1, book 2, book 3. You can see the progress, the process here. So written story, digital story layout, and then we start building the Adobe files. These are all of the pages and the covers and stuff like that. Finished PNGs, these are all the exported PNGs that then get turned into the PDFs. These are the print ready pages, the PDFs down here, print ready cover, because that one's separate. And then move into like ISBNs, LCCN, and then promo materials. Most of the time gets spent in this stuff down at the bottom. Product, promo materials, those type of things. Get off of there. But was able to, after our 50-second post last week, able to gray out book number 2 and move some of the stuff like these handmade and printify stuff over into book 3 so that those can start being worked on. So we are officially in the 3rd year of publishing, self-publishing, and building our books and stuff like that. Just more processing for people. Like, I have to have a visual representation of what I'm doing so that I can help keep my brain in order, being like, okay, gotta get the written story done, and then from there I can go into my digital layouts. Once I've got that, then I can start building Adobe files and then building that setup, making sure everything flows well, and then moving on to exporting for PNG files. And you can see we've gotten pretty far with those two things on book 3 here. We don't have any print ready pages yet or cover. Still working on those. Where you guys going?
Walmart cleaning supplies.
Okay. Bye guys. Have fun. Family's going out to do some shopping. But yeah, so like this is my process. I have templates up at the top that I've put together. I also have a bunch more stuff in this file as well, but y'all don't get to see that quite yet. Maybe in a future, maybe in a future video. We'll see. We'll talk about that. But yeah, just helps me keep my brain organized and on track with what I'm trying to do. It's getting a little bit chaotic because as I add more books to this list, I keep having to reference back, being like, oh, I need to go grab something about book 1 from book 1, and then they'll be like, oh, where did I have that? And so like that's becoming a little interesting and weird, but so far I'm doing okay. We'll see how this goes, especially as we get further into this year and adding way more stuff and more events and stuff like that. So we'll see. But thought that would be interesting to show off before we go to our first break here, especially after we got our treat for our assistant for Sora. Lots of things happening today, but yeah. Trying to bring it back, trying to get it back to talking about book related things and materials and showing off some of my process, which is by no means the correct way, the only way. It's just a way, just a different way that I do it. So, but yeah, cool. So let me give me 1 second. So we've got about 1 minute and 15 seconds before our first break coming up here. Give me a chance to do a little bit of walking around, grab something to drink, do those type of things. You've been talking to a magical Leoplorodon. It's been showing you the way. Yes, it has. Thank you, Sunny. My daughter's not here, so she will not appreciate that. She missed it. So, with the break on its way here, I'm going to swap over to our assistant cam, so Sora can keep an eye on all of y'all. While I take a little break, we run a 3 minutes of ads, but we pause. We pause in the middle and wait for those ads to be done. And then once that's up, then we can keep working and talking and going from there. So trying to figure out ways to make it so that even if you are not subscribed to the channel, that you don't miss anything. You don't miss any of the fun, interesting, important information that you might want to hear. So that's why we do this. But stick around. We'll be back here shortly. I have returned. Bum, 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 bum. Okie dokie. Hello, welcome back. Hello, everybody. Hopefully, y'all behaved yourself. Flora does not look too unhappy, so I would assume that y'all did a good job. How could you be mad at that face? Look at her. She's a good dog. She's a good girl. She's a good dog. Yes, we did name her Sora after the character from Kingdom Hearts. Also, the name in Japanese means sky, and her eyes are blue, so we just kind of associated all those things together. So. You gave her more treats? Good, she definitely deserves it. Yeah. She needs all the treats in the world. She deserves them. So she's 8 years old, and Dreamer takes her on a 30-minute walk every morning. And the past week she's come back to me and been like, oh, she's starting to slow down a little bit. She's not as fast when she's like going up the hills and da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, she's middle-aged, give or take. She's on the other side of that hill a little bit, but just slowing down a little bit. Just trying to be a little bit of an old dog. Not quite yet. 64. Yeah. She's way more like conscious of her steps and stuff like that, I think is what it is. Where before she would run around and she would like fall, or because she was so excited. She was a pup, she's definitely like way more like, nope, I need to make sure all 4 feet are on the ground and I'm walking at this pace, and she's way more like diligent about making sure everything's going the correct way. So dogs are different, especially bigger dogs, because they tend to have like hip problems and stuff like that. So I can only imagine, even at like 64, starting to run into hip problems, and you would be more conscious about whether or not you were going to run around like a little pup and stuff like that. So I would hope so. I don't know. Okay, what I'm trying to say is like a few years ago, I went to a trampoline park and I was just like, oh, this is fun. I can definitely do this. I got out of that trampoline park and I was just floored for the next couple of days, because I was like, oh, I forgot my spine does not compress like that anymore. So I learned a hard lesson to be conscious of those things a little bit. I am always in the springtime of my youth. Yeah. We all are. Nobody ever gets old, right? We stay young forever. That's how that works. No bad things ever happen. Alright, let's take some of the other stuff apart. I did bring this over. Don't think I want to upload the back cover yet, because we still have a couple adjustments to do to that at some point. Look at that. Perfect little setup there. Let's add a border to it. Let's make it, that is not the thing I want to border on. I want this type of border. And I want it to be white. Let's go like 6. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Okay, so we should have a... Do we have a coming soon sign? Don't remember. I have a different banner that I can put that on. I do have a coming soon. Aha! Okay, cool. Let's take this. Let's take those 3. Let's move them down at the moment. Let's ungroup that. If any of y'all, thank you for coming in here from the other stream, from Sage's stream. If any of y'all have any questions about anything, whatever I'm working on, or if you have questions about writing, publishing, illustrating, any of those things, feel free to drop them in the chat. And if you are watching and don't have an account and you still would like to ask a question, if you head over to tahoeanime.com, at the very bottom there's a form you can fill out. You can just ask me questions there, and then I'll look over it and hopefully answer them on the next stream. If it pops up during the stream and I can pull it, then I'll definitely try to answer it. But just an option, just throwing it out there. That down. Grab those 2 things. Move that. Delete that. Get rid of this little North Star. Don't really need that anymore. What do I want to do? Do I want to keep this? Kind of like this little bouquet that we've set up here. Oops. One. Let's see if I can do this right, where I can get 2 in there. Two. Okay. It's all about trying to find that balance between all of your elements here. Whether or not it's going to work or not. Let's bring this up. So I've got this little template built in the background for my social media posts here that shows me where several important things need to be placed. So our square box here in the middle, any important information that you definitely want to make sure is front and center for people needs to be in that box for sure. Lots of things get cut off depending on where you go and put your social media stuff at. Coming soon. Okay, so if we put that in the middle of the box, we have room for top and bottom. I don't think available now is worth anything anymore. Because we have several different. Might be able to use it. Just depends. Twitch.tv. The middle. That in the middle. Hey, thank
Sunny
you, Sunny, for the big
underscore Ruth
stretch.
says big stretch.
Oh, okay. I'll do it. I did a little bit before I started the stream, but I will do more because it never hurts. I didn't do my arms. Maybe I should do those. I'll do some big stretches. Like I said, I have my standing desk here, so it gives me a little bit more range of movement to get around and do some different things here. I also considered whether or not I had enough room to put my little treadmill underneath the desk and walk while I was working on streams, but I don't know if that would work very well or not. It also might make me too tall for my standing desk that I currently have. I don't think it goes up any higher. I think I've maxed it out. I'm not like ridiculously tall, but I am like 6 foot, 5'11", 5'11", give or take. Like I have to have it extended almost all the way up to to use it correctly. Okay, yeah, let's do that instead, because then we can see. The question is, do I want to take one here, 2 here, something like that. Can actually make this a little smaller. Let's change out. Get rid of that. Let's look at whatever graphic, if they have any cool burst graphics we can kind of use. Might be free. Kind of give us a little pizzazz in the background. That one's not a PNG. Ooh, that would be freaky. Actually, let's do white. Way down here. Move that, I guess, up here out of the way at the moment. Let's flip this vertical. Oops, where did we go? That might work. Photo editing tool isn't available as image was deleted from Canva. Interesting. Let's see. Did I lose? I did. I deleted. I did delete. Oh no, I have one here. Haha, it is there. Cool part is we can do an animate, rotate. Oh, I remember why I deleted that one. I remember now. Because I have a new one that actually is even, so it doesn't. That one had a weird cattywampus roll to it when I would apply the animate. So I fixed it. Let's see, let's go to number 2. Let's see, let's move that out. Matches about close. Yeah. Let's see, that one doesn't have corners on it. That one's an 8. Okay. 7, 8. There we go. What's this? We'll double check that center. It's not that center. Enter. Go. Oh, actually, I like that he's kind of like holding that up a little bit. I didn't even think about that. We could use that. That works perfect. Let's go those two. Nope. I want to swap these two. Okay. Oh, I forgot I animated this guy. That's right. That's right. So basic animations are 2 frames, right? One where a character, like our buttons down here, is looking one way, and then you flop them to look like the other way. So then it looks like he's doing a little jig, dance, movement. And that one's just literally the same image flopped back and forth. You can do more. Oh, we lost one of our middle ones here. Oh, something happened. We lost one. Duplicate. Let's move it back over into there. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finishing 1. Okay, cool. So what that ends up looking like: dance, 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 dance. That's how it looks. Yo, is this the famous Tahoe? What? Yes, this is world famous, world renowned. All of the things you just said and more. Yeah. Let's get rid of available now. How are you doing, Ghost Guy? How's the work week going? I know it's just started, but still, thought I would ask. Delete the wrong one. No. Get rid of that. Okay. I don't think that's too bad. It's a slight change from what we had before, like nothing crazy at the moment. Yeah, okay, much better idea. But it does mean I need to put this back on. Yep, it looks like it fits. Cool. It does feel like I have a lot of dead space here, though. How many seconds is that? 6.5 at the end of the thing here. I know, he's a cool dude who just walks in, right, Sonny? He's a cool cat. Cool cat here. That's just the way Ghost Guy rolls. He's just cool. He's always just so cool. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, someone asked me a question. I missed it. What happened? I'm a cool cat. You are a cool cat. Yes. That I did make that point that you are a cool cat. Indeed. Some would probably say the coolest of cats. Hands down. You know what I could do, Sonny? I could go back to that. Oh, didn't save it. Okay, cool. Cardboard. Box. Seal. Can't use that one. That's okay. A different free one we could use. So when is your book tour coming to Nashville? You know, it's a joke that I've made many times, but thinking about it realistically, like, it would be something that I would love to consider and think about and figure out how to do something like that. I was talking to Mrs. Tahoe Dreamer last night, and I think, we were talking about it on the podcast episode, and I was talking about the, actually I can show it to you real quick. In our little weekly video here, at the very end, there's a little map. And this is a map of Reno and the locations where my book is currently being sold at, or places where you can borrow the book from the library. And there's a third location, or another location out here in Las Vegas, because I was able to get my books put into the Whitney Library over there. But I would love to be able to start expanding some of this out a little bit further. So one of my goals for this year that I set out for myself is to see if I can pick up some other bookstores, maybe closer to like Carson City, maybe some more rural areas out past, out further into the desert, stuff like that. See, I want to see what other strings and stuff that I can pull, and what else I can do to get some more of these little dots to pop up on a map. Nashville is a little far at the moment, but when I was thinking about all of this stuff and the stuff that I want to do this year, one of the things that I see constantly online with other authors and things like that is that once they get to a certain stage with their books and writing and putting them out there and publishing them and promoting them and stuff like that, there's a lot of the part of the stage that you move into eventually, because the books you sell books here and there. If you're not selling like 10,000 or 100,000 copies of a book, you're not making too much money. But the place that you actually make money off of is doing, like you said, doing book tours, going to schools and doing presentations and stuff like that. So it's one of those ideas in the back of my head where it's not out of the realm of possibility. I know I would have to figure out how to put together a package or some type of system on my website to be able to have people be able to get in contact with me to set up such a thing, and I would have to actively promote it. I would actively have to figure out how to prepare for it, and like there's a whole bunch of like work and stuff to do behind it, but it's definitely a possibility and something I can do. One of the things that I was able to do, actually it's in here, I'll go back on the video here. One of the things I was able to do last year is I was actually able to do my first speaking engagement. Here it is, the Nevada Literary Crawl, which was an event on September, or I can't read it, something, and it had like 40 different authors across, or no, it was 100 and it was a lot of people, that a lot of authors and stuff like that across 40 different locations in Reno that were giving talks about their books, about the process of writing, some of a lot of different stuff like that. And I was fortunate enough to be asked to come and be on a panel with 3 other authors and talking about writing for a younger audience, for children and kids and stuff like that. Got to speak about like my books and a little bit of the process and my story of where I came from and why this is important to me and why I'm doing it and stuff like that. But so like I was able to do this with minimal anxiety and stuff like that. I did wing it. I did go in kind of like, I'm gonna ad lib as whatever I can and tell stories about things that I know and stuff like that. But like it was a cool experience. It taught me that I do have the capacity to go and do something like a book tour, like you're talking about. I just have to figure out the logistics of how to do it, to how to set it up and make it work in a lot of different ways. So yeah, not out of the realm of possibility. And I would love if there are opportunities for that. If anybody has any or knows anything about that, feel free to either message me, You can send it in chat, or you can send me an email through my website. We have a form where you can send me info through there too. So that one's over at tahoeanime.com. So, but yeah, I've been told I would go to Nashville to hang out with a Star Citizen buddy. Oh, that's cool. I should go. Oh, you should go. Yeah, that's fun. That's a cool thing about like gaming and stuff like that. DPS did that for a little bit when Remy, Watts, and Dickens and stuff like that, when they were the heads of DPS, they had a couple meet and greets with people and stuff like that set up back during the heyday, the high tides of the Destiny boom and roar and all of that. So it's fun. They had a great time doing those things. So the high tides, yeah, the good old times. That's how Sage and Remy met with each other too, is through that. Interesting. Back when Destiny was good. Lol, yeah. I would say when it was new, fresh, and exciting, I think is the term that I would use. Oh, that one's got little books in it. Uh-huh. I feel like Canva has cut me off from a bunch of stuff. Like they saw me searching that I was looking for cardboard boxes, and they're like, oh yeah, I better put all of those into premium so he can't use them. He searched this way too many times. Just need Destiny 3 to revive it. Yeah, possibly. You never know. I think people like the setup and how the game plays and looks and stuff like that. They just need. I think the video I watched yesterday was across looking at the GDC conference from 2013, and it was the game director at that time for Destiny, and they were talking about the UI for the destinations and the different iterations they had gone through to get to that final planets, selecting the planets, going in and doing all of that stuff. And that one was a crunch one. Like they put that all together within a couple months before the game launched. Like that was literally the last thing that they put in the game, kind of thing. But he was going through and talking about showing a bunch of slides from it and explaining like the process of them trying to develop that UI and the iterations that they went through, where they would do some things and then cut some things and then go back and change this and do that and go a different direction, like the different ways. And at one point they pitched the idea of basically what the portal looks like right now. And I forget who they said came in and looked at it and said, that's dog shit, we should never do that. And they literally put that in the scrap pile of an idea. And they're like, nope. And then they went on to build the cartographer map version of the solar system that we used in Destiny 1 with the planets. And then once you go into the planets, you get the map with the locations and stuff like that. So it was interesting and fascinating to see that they had recognized that the design that they had come up for essentially the portal setup was bad. It didn't work. Nobody liked it, and that they shouldn't do it. And then eventually they came back and put it in the game anyways. Like, that's kind of fascinating. it's almost that idea of like when you get bought out by a big company, they start sifting through all of your trash cans and finding all of the dumb worst ideas that you've ever had, and they're like, yeah, just throw this in there. Like it kind of feels like that. Like it's just slap anything out there. Just who cares? Just put a number 3 on it and put it in a box and slide it out the door. It's there's no big deal. Like, I think I joined Star Citizen around a good time because a lot of older promises they made are starting to come to life, like engineering. Apparently, crafting is in an open testing phase as well. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think it's interesting to look at, like, a game like Star Citizen that's been in beta development for years and years and years, and also to look at stuff like the Hightail stuff. If you're unaware, there's a game called Hightail that I guess came out this last week. This kind of blown up across Twitch and stuff like that because it's very like Minecraft-esque, but I wouldn't say way better, but the ability to modify things and do things and basically make it your own is way better in those senses. Like the ability for communities to mod things, create their own stuff, work with the developers to have a hand in how this process actually works out. I don't know if you guys saw that Halo Forge map that is it essentially is a raid inside of Halo. That the guy, there's just one guy that built the whole system and everything like that, and it was like pretty amazing that he was able to do all of that and put it together. And people are like really responding positively to it and enjoying that. So yeah, I think it kind of speaks a little bit to this idea that all these companies are trying to shove shit down our throat, but at the same time, when we just get something that we can play with and develop and work together to build with them, those seem to be the things that are a little bit more tangible for people right now. They are enjoying that a little bit more, that they have a little bit more, they feel like they have more to be interaction, I guess, is the question. Or is this statement I'm going for? I feel like when Bungie was doing their little summits where they would bring people in and show them kind of what they were working on and stuff like that was cool. That's a great idea. I'm glad they were doing those things, but I don't know, maybe a more open canvas idea might be better. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the idea and plan is for this. I do feel like they're trying to take a square peg and fit it into a round hole way too much right now, for sure. Like it's trying to be too open world and RPG and all of those things, and be a linear story driven kind of idea. And I think those are kind of suffering a little bit. They're all rubbing against each other wrong. And there's a possibility they can figure out how to make it work together, but right now, I think that's what we're feeling with that Ghost Guy, is that we're just feeling the gears grinding on it. It feels very gear grinding, the bad kind of gear grinding, the kind of gear grinding that you hear in your car and you're like, fuck, that's going to cost me tens of thousands of dollars. It's like, God damn it. That's not good. If Alex was here, he would say, yep, that's definitely going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars. How did it go? What'd you guys get?
I got cleaning supplies and Michelle got some records.
She bought some records at Walmart? Which ones did she find? He brought back a puppy. No, Sonny, no. A dachshund, no, Sonny. Shame on you, shame. Which ones? Oh, sweet. I forgot that they had records there. I was thinking of a cool idea of putting this little box over here, but I'm not seeing any free little box logos anymore. Well, worst case, I can always make my own. I don't need you. We could snag that one. Yeah, so that's not gonna work. Just test this out. Nope. Okay, it's probably not gonna work like I'm thinking it's going to, or like I want it to. Make something like that work, but I just have to put him inside, give or take. I won't be able to see it though. Okay, so that's a bum idea. That's not going to work. Yeah, don't bring that in here, Sonny. That's not cool, dude. I'm joking with you, but did I leave it on that picture? Oh, I did leave it on that picture. I forgot to press play again. Bleep. No, Mrs. Tahoe has been sending me photos from our local Humane Society animal shelter. There was a husky there that actually looked very similar to Sora that she really, really wanted. And I had to say no, but because I'm mean. And it's okay though, because I'm moving out so she can get her dog. So it all works out. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. And homeless. Okay. Well, let's leave. Oh, that did not go all the way down. Ew. There we go. Position. Center. There we go. I knew something was wrong. Okay, cool. Well, it's a start. We've moved it around a little bit here.
Bryce Austin, Pet the Assistant.
Hey, Pet the Assistant. Thank you. Thank you, Bryce. Yeah, we got to our special treat, so she actually got her got some treats today live on stream, so that was a little bit earlier in the stream. I think she's currently... I think she's outside currently. Let's look. I don't see her, but I believe she's out there. Yeah, good. She is the best girl and totally deserves it. She does. She does. Only you can help out the puppy without a home. No, the puppy has a home.
No, he doesn't.
She has a home. Sora has a home. Tahoe currently doesn't have a home. Tahoe is getting kicked out of his house. Not out of my house. Out of the house. Cue the Sarah McLachlan. In the arms of the angel. Oh no, the puppy from the stuff. Yes. Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying. What are you talking about? That puppy has a home. It's this home. She's gonna go get him. Sora's gonna have a best friend. And I'm gonna be homeless. Because I'm a bad man. Maybe... I wonder... what videos do I have here? If I put this... We're gonna try something. We're gonna do some experimenting here. Just for shits and giggles. Oops. Let's go up there, which means we can actually get rid of these two things. Don't need those anymore. Okay. That might be an idea. So if I use this similarly, I have an idea. I want to make this a little bit more natural, not as much. 6 seconds. 6. This. Let's move this around a little bit. I'm trying to decide if I film some stuff live, then I can put this as like the pop-up opening. You're not ready for your close-up? Oh, were you getting a close-up? Puppy has a home, and Dreamer didn't have to cry this time. You are correct. She did not have to cry this time. Only I had to cry a little bit. You can do whatever you want.
You said no.
You said no. Just throw me under the bus over here. Oh no. Yeah. God damn it, Sonny. He threw up a cheer for you. Getting me in trouble. What the hell? Not cool. Okay, so I kind of like that. It's not bad. I need to put something. Maybe we do this. Maybe we do. Haha, get it? Do. Let's put 52 or no. Number 52. As they used to say back in the day, out with the cat, so I'm just old news anymore. Nice knowing y'all.
Oh my god, more pitiful.
At least, poor pitiful me. At least she's not like my aunt. How so, Sonny? How so? Let's see. Can we center that? Okay, it's already centered. Good. Can we change it to? She just gets the puppies without telling my uncle and is like, too late, I already paid for it. Yeah, that is a thing that can be done, but oof, that's a little rough. Little rough. Okay. So, do I have any other videos that I can put on here that I can test this out with? Don't think I do. Oh, I do have one. But I need to go grab it from photos real quick. Bum, bum, bum. Where is the video? Yeah, cinematic. There it is. 27 seconds. Okay. Where did you put that? Okay, you made it a photo. Move to trash. I don't know what that's all about. That did not import the way. Okay, there we go. MOV. So we can quit this. Try this. There we go. Now we got it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming your uncle is just like handles it then, but my uncle's gotten to the point where he accepts it, although he will still holler about it. Okay, yeah, as I say, accepts it under duress is the statement that I like to put out there. Let's see. Let's get volume on this. Okay, yeah, this is kind of what my idea was for. Oh, what did it do? That's. You did that wrong. 19. Oh no, it did do it right. Thought this was supposed to take over that. Nope, it does not. Okay. Bring this back down to 6 seconds. No volume. Okay, so then I can take these. I can go back to white. I can go back to white for that. Better. Better. No, you can't have the dog. She's trying to guilt me into giving her the dog. Okay, cool. Let's boost this up to like 10 seconds. Let's try that. Perfect, yeah. All of this stuff will end and then the video will continue. Should. Or not. Butt sniff, that's fine. Okay, I'm confused. What did we do here? That stays. That stays. Yeah, that stays. But it gets shorter. Okay, so the background.
Did you put the smelly in, Michelle?
There we go.
Smelly stuff in?
Put that there. Put that there. Cool. So we need to find this. We need to reduce it down to there. Okay. So then we need to find this one. Reduce that to there. Reduce that one to there as well. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one is not. 6.2. Okay, so it's running correctly now. Do fade out. Okay, so we're missing one fade out here. One object is not fading out. This one. How does that come in? Oh, that's just there the whole time. Okay, so let's do. Okay, let's wait on this. Let's switch over to our outside cam. We are going to do our next break, and then when we come back, we'll keep going on this. See if we can see if I like this. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I got to get this done before Thursday for sure. So, but yeah, stick around. We're gonna take a break for 3 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and keep working on stuff. So, stick around. Hello. Welcome back. Hello, peoples. Puppers is outside, just chilling. This is her view. Just watching. Not many birds out there. Oh, she was out there the other day and there was quail that came in through the fence. She was in this exact same spot. Right? Just laying right here by this box. And the quail were coming through the fence and hanging out around, just like chilling, looking at stuff, whatever like that. She did not get up and move. Like, she was just like, cool, that's awesome. You guys are just chilling. Like, she didn't chase him off. She wasn't like worried about him or anything like that. Just cute, cool as a cucumber. Just a chill dog. She's like, yeah, bird friends, that's fine. It's fine. The doves, though, I think she either wants to eat the doves or she doesn't like the doves. The doves are not that smart, so they're cousins to pigeons, so just consider that. Those she will chase. I don't know. Alright. Back over to my mess here that I'm making. Let's see if this is going to work or not. I think I want to have... Where's my... Maybe we do a pop on that. Pop on entrance and exit. Okay. That works. Let's do... Can we do something with these stitchings? Okay, so we can animate them. Ooh, the wipe is cool. Both. Ah, didn't do it. Didn't give us enough time. Okay, cool. I like a Picasso. Shorten that up. So I gotta figure out somewhere to put the number then. Question is, we can animate this one too. Stomp. Don't like that. Don't like the neon. Tumble's okay. Tectonic is weird. No. Do the baseline. So if I had Pro Canva, I could actually choose the direction of which way these would pop up. Like I could have it go down or side to side or something like that. I could also change the speed at which they interact. You know what? Let's just do the wipe. This was 6.2 for everybody else. I do want to grab, the numbers have to be separate. Okay, that's on both. That's fine. Let's move this down. Shift, merge. Oh, I kind of like that. Burst. Interesting. Does it fade? Oh, it does fade itself out. Interesting. It doesn't do a burst backwards through it. What about a bounce? Ooh, I kind of like the roll too. Play a 30-turn Mario Party forward. There you go. Yeah, that I'm sure that will end very well. Like that, there's no way that could end badly, right? Right? Right. Ooh, okay, yeah. I think the roll is the way to go. I think I've got a good setup here, everybody. I think I like this. Very similar to the last year's one. But I think I like that it's on top of video. At this 10-second video that I've got set up here. Okay, so if I've got 10 plus 6.5 gauge. Okay, so I can do 58-second. I can get closer to that. That actually works out pretty good because if I need to stretch one of these, I can. How many frames does it give us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that gives us 7 frames to play with, which means there is a center point and there's 3 on the either side. Okay. Okay. Oops. Ohana means family, and family means absolutely nothing. I'm Uno and Mario Party. Wait. Wait, where's the in go? Means absolutely nothing. In Uno. Oh, in Uno and Mario Party. Gotcha. Gotcha. Swapping out the I'm. I got there. That took me a minute. I'm not fast by any means, I know. Okay. Like that. Might have to come up with like a 10-second video clip to put at the beginning of each week. Let's put this. Put that down there. That. Copy. Paste. We'll see. We'll see if I end up liking it or not. Do I want to put back? Where is 52? 52. Make a copy. Copy. Paste. Let's modify it a little bit here. Put this out to there. Put that out to there. Okay. That might work. I think I had... Didn't have stitches top or bottom. Let's see. Use that there. Let's go straight. Why is that? Can I disconnect that? Don't want to connect it to. Okay, maybe like that. Where is? Let's just put it down here. Yeah, like that. That should work. Let's. Oops. Yeah, duplicate that. Yeah, something like that. Let's do Tahoe, you're so erratic. You're bouncing around all over the place. Yeah. Yes, I am. Let's add some three-dimensionality to this. Let's go intensity back down to 30. Do the same here. Curve. Oh, it fucks it up. Oh no. Okay. So I can't use the photos. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so that means we have to get rid of the stroke on these, which sucks a little bit, but that's okay. Stroke gone. No strokes for you. That's edit. 30% intensity. It's bigger. Let's see. Bryce, how if you're still in here, how's the podcast stuff coming along? Any news on episodes or getting your stuff together with your logo and everything? Any updates? I need to know all the things. Well, let's get that. Good, but you're gonna be mad-ish. I think I may change the name. No, that's fine. Not mad-ish at all. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Is that good? Is that? I bet that makes you feel like super, like, oh, Dad's mad. He's disappointed. Shit. I'm just playing. I'm not mad at all, and I'm not disappointed either. But it's funny. Wow, now I feel even worse. No. Dude, I'm currently working on my 3rd year of trying to put together whatever this publishing book writing thing is. I change my mind so much about stuff. Like, I'm currently in the process of rebuilding all of these graphics because I need to. Like, there's nothing wrong with the old way I was doing it. I'm almost like, oh, it's a new setup, new season. I gotta start something, It's okay. Our vision of what these things are changes constantly, and that's okay. It's okay that it changes. I'm not mad, and I'm not disappointed. I'm just playing. I am interested to see. I'm assuming are you keeping the same kind of aesthetic of everything, or are you going that same like 90s style version of this? Are you changing it a little bit, or is this too much to do on a? The reason though, my mentor told me I should try to make it relate to pop culture since that will be the gas that drives the conversation, So I am leaning towards the personal canon, or a personal canon, pop reference, the individual canon. Interesting. Same podcast, same logo, just change the title, same idea overall. Personal canon or a personal canon. Pop reference, the individual canon. I don't know what reference that is from. The individual canon. I might have to look that up. Yeah, I don't know what is that referencing? But basically, our individual canon is the media that influenced us. Let's see. That would be TPC or APC if you wanted to abbreviate it. I've been looking at abbreviations and stuff for different things. So, like DPS, Dungeon Protocols. It's still 2 words, but they threw on the S just for shits and giggles. The TPC podcast, APC podcast. TPC would be good. Because people always like to shorthand things. And to be able to have part of that, like, in the holster, ready to go, is also a good thing to think about, as just in case. APC. Yeah, I think I like TPC. The personal canon. I think I was talking about this last week. You know the national parks and their little, I forget what it was. It's not a mantra. It's a state of thinking when they're designing their garbage cans, that there's severe overlap between the dumbest humans and the smartest bears. If I was talking about this last week and mentioning that, and names and ideology, things that you're trying to get across with what you're building and stuff like that, there's always serious overlap between the dumbest people and your best intentions. We run across it all the time when people do logo design and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, this looks really great, and then they hand it off to somebody and they're like, yeah, that's a penis, and you're like, oh fuck, I didn't see that, Jesus Christ. Like, there's always that you don't know what is and isn't going to work, or what's going to have the biggest influence on what people pick up from a name, or, like I said, a TPC and stuff like that, an acronym and things like that. So I sit and think about these things like almost too much. Anybody who has watched any of these episodes that I've put up on Twitch, where I've struggled with literally changing a word or two words in like a 3-sentence mini paragraph, the mind-boggling leaps that I go through, being like, should I change this? Do I change this? What does this mean? What does it impact? You know, like all of those different things. You kind of really, like, even if your best intentions come on, you're like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 you never freaking know. Like, I designed that one page for book 3, where it has like buttons carrying the number of the book, number 3, on it, and I put these little like packing peanuts down underneath, kind of representing what the book is going to be about. And immediately, wife walked up and daughter walked up and went, oh, are those little pieces of toilet paper? And I'm like, nope, I screwed up. I done screwed up. I got to change it. And I ended up axing it and getting it off of there, and then just taking it off completely and not changing it to something different. But like, you never quite know what is and isn't going to take off. Naming things is hard. The A personal canon is my favorite right now, but there is a blog with the domain personalcanon.com. But I could add the or A to the domain to differentiate, or I could add pod to it as well. So like a personalcanonpod.com. True. I may also not do an individual domain and just continue doing all the updates through brycethebard.com. I like either initial APC or TPC, but I would want to make sure they aren't related to anything that could negatively affect it. Yeah, no, that's good. Research on all of those things is key for sure. I definitely so I'm currently in my 3rd year of doing all of this, and I still do Google searches every once in a while just to see if Stitch Tales has either picked up somewhere else, or just kind of like seeing what the landscape of certain things are out there and around. So, because I would hate to. I think I have enough time into a bunch of this that, and enough reference for people to be able to go back and be like, oh, dude, this guy's been using this name for years and years and years now. That I think I'm okay, but it's like I don't know. You never know. It's one of those things that I expect to type it in one day and something like crazy come out and be like, the Stitchtail fires of 1930 that killed, 200 people in a factory. Be like, fuck, I screwed up, shit. Then you move on. Yeah, that's fine. I want to add. No, I think the story of Ed. You just never know. No, I think you're on the right pathway there. Definitely make it the thing that you want it to be. I was trying to figure out, I was thinking about this earlier, and we've kind of had some conversations about this, but the current creative atmosphere that we are in our world, and oh shit, oh no. Trying to figure out, like, do I make my own website? Do I connect it to me? Do I do, do I keep them all separate? Do I made the choice early on to keep my stuff connected to my personal account, especially on like social media. You and I talked a little bit about the separation of that as well, and what that looks like nowadays, as people are definitely feeling like the systems that are out there are intentionally hard to navigate and disingenuous in certain ways, that the, like you said, like we've talked about, the corporatization of everything. And if you take your personal, setup and stuff like that and make it look more corporate-esque, do you invoke the emotion that is charged with that? Or if you keep it more of a personal connection to your like accounts and stuff like that, does it then have more personal meaning? I don't know. I kind of fling back and forth between those two things. You can see it kind of in what I've been working on today, where I want it to feel very much an artistic, individualistic, I'm doing things my way kind of thing. But I also want to do cool shit that I think is fun and interesting, and have fun with. And it has a little bit more production rather than just being like news on the street, like running around with like people when they film themselves in their cars sitting and talking about things. Like, I don't have a problem with that, but you get a whole different vibe when you're in that scenario. When you're watching those type of videos, you're like, this is a personal space. Inside of your car is a personal space. This person is sharing that personal space with me, with whatever it is, their opinion, their jokes, their yada yada yada. But it's an intimate, personal thing to do it like that. So how do you blend kind of those two things together is what my brain is trying to conceptualize and understand. If I like doing this production stuff and putting these videos and stuff together, but I understand that the mentality is shifting towards more personal interactions with people, then how do I bridge that gap? So, or a serial person that stitches his victims. Yeah, that went a little dark, Sonny. Yeah, a little dark there. That is what I'm really having the hardest time deciding. Do I go off and make a ton of social media profiles for it or not? I'm leaning towards at least having one, but still not sure. Yeah, dude, I'm right in the same boat right now where I have been doing experiments with a bunch of other ones, doing Instagram consistently, having Threads, doing Blue Sky. I was doing TikTok for a little bit, but I'm kind of like, I don't know if that one's my bag. But I would also consider like posting up all my videos and stuff on YouTube, and even doing these streams on Twitch. Like those all kind of count in that same realm kind of idea. So there is an idea that if you diversify across multiple places, then you have the potential to hit more people, but your message gets watered down. So it's like, for me, I don't mind experimenting with those things. I have the capacity to currently. I am realizing that capacity is not infinite for myself, and if I want to reclaim some of the time and do some of the other things that I want to do, then I may have to reduce some of those places down a little bit. But I haven't quite figured out which ones serve me the best quite yet. Which ones have the audience and the people and the connection I want to make with people the best. So I feel you very much on this, and I'm struggling with it just like you are. So I think we always have the option to make specific profiles as domains if we do grow so much to warrant it. Yeah, that's true. I know for me, when one of the several of the first things that I did, when I started the Stitch Tail things, when I made the decision to be like, nope, I'm using my Tahoe anime account for that, I was like, I should go grab Stitch Tails accounts in different places, but I haven't, and I'm okay with that. I know there are a couple accounts out there that already have, they were there before I even came up with that name and stuff like that, mostly for sewing and things like that. But but buying the website and getting that set up the way I wanted to, I wanted to definitely make sure that I had presence with a name that made sense. And unfortunately, the price that they wanted for like straight stitchtails.com, I guess because that's a high-end name, I guess, they wanted like a ridiculous amount of money for it. So I went with the stitch-tails.com because it was like, oh, I can put the dash in there. That kind of fits pretty well with it, and it fits within my budget. But like, I wanted to make sure that you hold down that space for myself in a way. But it is crazy how a little change like that can lower the price so much. People recognize that having those keywords without any kind of markings or dashes, backslashes, or anything like that, those were high-end keywords. So they made sure to buy up those and then make you pay top dollar for them. So yeah, like if nobody is fighting over it, then pricing it high is kind of ridiculous. It is, but I kind of get the idea. That's why, so like, if you've noticed, there's a lot of, they've moved to a lot of alternatives. So like you could do, a personal Canon pod, pod. So they started adding other ones, like, GoDaddy constantly suggests me, do you want stitchtails.net? Do you want stitchtails.com .book whatever the heck it is, like, so they came up with a bunch of other ones that you can use, which is fine, but I think most people recognize simple basic names with a .com after them. So those are the ones that they were like, oh, these are high value, you know, kind of like opening up a pack of Pokemon cards and getting that, you know, wild, shiny, rare card. You know, it's inflated nonsense, but at the same time, it's semi like rarity, I guess, based. I thought about that, but people will remember that unless it is written down for them. Word of mouth marketing can suffer because .com is the default in everyone's mind. Yes. I also worry about SEO with that. Yeah, SEO is one of those ones that I've kind of, it moves around too much. It's kind of like an elusive, like, gremlin that you're trying to desperately to catch and figure out that I'm just like, fuck it, I don't give a shit about SEO. Like, I should, but I just don't feel like, for me, I don't want to play that game. I don't want to. I was talking to the gal that runs the Nook and Cranny, and she was talking about a bunch of that stuff and changing this and that and algorithms, and I was just like, if I'm being creative and doing all the setup and all of this kind of stuff, like, man, also having to sit there and have anxiety about the SEO working, not working, changing, doing all of that, that's a freaking bummer. Like, that sucks in a lot of ways. But it's also part of the process too, so I don't know how to square that across quite yet. Especially for myself, so I wish I could give you advice on that. I don't know myself quite yet, so. Alright, what else can I do with this? No, it's quite a process. It's a lot of things to think about, Bryce. I don't get down on it. It's, like I said, I'm in my third year of doing this, I would say fairly consistently, and every year I build a little bit more, put a new system in place, do a little bit, you know, like, it's when you're doing it, especially all by yourself, there's only so much you can do. Like, you have to build it slowly over time, and hopefully people understand that and recognize that part of it. I'm hoping that with the consistency that I bring to things, that people see that part of what I've got going on, and that's what they gravitate towards, or, you know, hook on to in a certain way. That I'm not just here to, like, throw a whole bunch of crazy cool stuff right at your face right at this moment and then disappear for the next 9, 10, 50 years kind of thing. So, like, it's not for me, it's not a smash and grab kind of idea, right? So, like, I'm trying to think of, like, longevity and patience and time and all of those things. Definitely not. Still feeling motivated, just taking my time because the new semester started this week, so I have been a little distracted. I also talked to my mentor about how this next season of the podcast will still be part of the discovery phase. I'm still learning what works and what doesn't, you know? Yeah, it makes sense. Once you do pin down an idea for the name and stuff like that, let me know. We'll change up the graphic and get that squared away. That's easy enough to do. We'll do it on stream. We'll play and do some things. It's good. It's all fun. Fun and games. Like I said, the cool part is like, even if you change a bunch of stuff, that does give me more things to work on stream, and it like helps do things on my end of this equation as well. So like it doesn't hurt me in any way, shape, or form. I just get to work on more cool shit. That's the way I see it. So I like when people are excited about those things and they get to where they want and it works out. Like I was super excited when I worked on my friend's podcast logo and stuff like that for his podcast in Alaska. And we went back and forth lots about what we wanted and what worked and what didn't work and stuff like that, and changes over and over again. And he seems very happy with it. And if he came back and be like, hey, I would like to do change XYZ or do whatever, or do version 2, and I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. It's cool with me. I'm happy with that. I have the ability to do those things currently. If things change and go, and I do get busy and start popping off on book events and things like that, then we'll have to cross that bridge at that point and figure out what everything looks like and stuff. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll go there. We will figure it out. Promise it's going to be a little bit hard, but not too hard. Now let's change up this animation. Gradient is weird. Oh, I wish I could do the pan in from either side, but I can only do one side. Poopy doopy. I may have to get a pro account at some point here. I'm gonna have to look into see what the start your trial for $0. I don't know what that's about. Oh, for a business account. Individual. Oh, I have another 14-day free trial. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, they introduced AI usage into their stuff. Interesting. Meh, I don't care about that, but I love how they don't tell you what it is per month. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Where do you have this? There we go. Compare. So the Pro is $120 a year or $15 a month. So if you do 120 a year, then it goes down to $10 a month. They give you a little discount for that. Okay. Something I definitely want to... Maybe something we can set up here in the stream that... maybe some kind of like progress bar that shows us like paying as we do ads and stuff like that, or get subs or get bits and stuff like that. Maybe that'll go towards getting Canva Pro or something like that. Maybe? I don't know. I I think personal would work best for now. Business accounts on Canva and other apps can be a lot more expensive on app. Oh yeah. No, if it was like, I'll have to ask Jerf because he's getting ready to go into college, and they might have a college discount too. Might be able to steal his account. I don't know. Let's start you a fundraiser. I would definitely contribute. Yeah, I have to look into. I've got to think about how I want to make that work. Been very fortunate. Sunny has been very kind to sub to our channel and give out gifted subs. So like we've actually made some money on the channel. People even using their Prime account. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, if you have a Amazon Prime account, you actually get one free sub a month that you can give out to a streamer, and they actually get paid for that. It's not as much as a paid sub, but that's free money. Like you're just giving to a streamer every month, so like it can make a big difference. So like we've talked with like Jerf and everything else like that about you can set up fundraisers, you can set up donations, you can set up a lot of different things through Twitch or on my side of OBS and stuff like that. I have to figure out how I want to do that and how it works, and how for tax purposes that I have to report those things and stuff like that too. So it's a idea. It's a thing in the back of my head. Maybe if I get to a point where I have like 10 people watching the stream consistently all the time, then maybe. I think that's my goal currently, is to get the viewer count up to a good regular 10 people would be cool. They probably do have a student discount. Adobe does. Yeah, I know Adobe does. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm currently using an Adobe discount for teachers that I got from my mom when she was a teacher that I have not let lapse, so I'm paying the cheap price for it forever. I wonder if you could just use my Adobe account. I do have an Adobe account. That's how I have Illustrator and all of my other stuff, and I do have it at that ridiculously discounted price. So I was able to pull that around. But I don't know if Canva has a student discount price. I know my son got in high school. They did a business account, and all of the students got a free pro Canva account. But that's as far as that extended, was just for the students in the district. So, because I believe they can set up individual plans too. Like I said, there's so many ins and outs, ups and downs. I could go on and on about it for days. It's also one of those things too, Bryce, that at some point I do need to figure out how I want to put this all together as a business. If I want to set up an LLC and go that route, there is some conversations that I need to have with Mrs. Tahoe, with Dreamer, about some of those things, and we've said that we probably need to talk about them at some time this year, as this is the third year and things are continuing to move down this pathway and get a little bit more busy doing events and things like that. So That may just be a business expense that comes into the equation at some point. I'm not sure. So I don't know. I can help with all that. I do have a business degree with a specific focus on entertainment business. Ooh, very interesting. Yeah, I am interested in that because I am a bad businessman. I'm an artist, not a business person. So, advice about those things, I would love. And that might be something super useful to have access to for people that may be coming into the stream as authors, illustrators, and stuff like that. So, I might pick your brain every once in a while, or shoot you a text or something if I run across a question or something that I don't know, because I did some research into some of it when I started this process, and I know every state, every city, every county is a little bit different on all of the things that they want and expect. So yeah, I definitely want to figure some of that out, business stuff wise, for sure. So maybe we'll talk. Definitely, I am here if you need any advice on that stuff. We'll get you registered in Delaware as an LLC. Yeah, let's do it. I'm assuming that's the cheapest state to do it in. Is that how that works? It's like people register their cars out of state because it's cheaper in other states to register their cars, and then they just run them around in whatever state that they live in. Gotta be similar, right? They have very good tax laws for business. That makes sense. No, I want all of them to go. All of them to move over just a little bit. But no. Well, I'm gonna have to figure out how to move those over little bits. I don't know if I can. Can I take this and pull it? Nope. Okay, we'll figure that out. All right, peoples, we are coming up on our next ad break here in about 2 minutes. Let me go grab. I gotta go move our assistant camera real quick, so I will be right back. All right, I've got our camera moved. We are all set up here now. Switch over to our assistant cam. We got our outside up right now. There she is. There's our assistant. I'll have to, once I get off stream, I'll have to set up the our next assistant. We'll put Patch back up there since we completed our challenge today. So Yeah, we'll have to get some points together to get Patch a treat next. Hopefully while he still has teeth, so he's doing his best. He's 20. He's trying. He was trying to get my lasagna last night. Turd muffin. He's like, hey, that smells kind of good. Can I have some? No. But I'm 20. Still no. But he tried. It was cute. All right, peoples. We've got ads coming up here, so we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back and roll up our stream for the afternoon. We've got some viewers, so maybe we'll see if there's anybody to raid and pass off to. So stick around. We'll be right back, and we'll go from there. Alright. I have returned. Just in time. No snacks. Just a quick little jaunt around. You're just manhandling that burrito? That's my daughter. You made a breakfast burrito essentially? Hash browns, eggs, no cheese? No. Wait. You did put cheese or didn't put cheese?
I did put cheese.
Oh, you should put cheese in it. That is what Mom said. Mom would know. It's good. It's okay. It's alright. You can like bad things. That's fine. She's mad at me now. Breakfast burrito without anything else in it. Hey, thank you, Bryce. I will save my work.
Bryce Austin says save your work.
I did have some other stuff in the background that I do need to save, so I appreciate that. Thank you for the reminder. Okay. Isn't that a tortilla? Tortilla? Tortilla has cheese. You put cheese. Anytime it's tortilla. It's okay to be wrong.
What do you mean? It's not wrong.
A burrito with nothing in it is a tortilla. No cheese is a quesadilla.
What?
I don't know what Sonny's talking about. That's just a tortilla. Cheese. You have to have cheese with
You put cheese in a quesadilla?
the tortilla. Yeah, you said no cheese is the quesadilla. With cheese is the quesadilla. What is it? What is it? You have thrown us for a loop. So you've got hash browns, eggs, tortilla, but no cheese. Okay.
What about it?
Oh, okay. I get it. Comma. No, comma. Cheese is a quesadilla. Yes. So she's basically just eating a tortilla. She's eating them all separately, is what you're saying.
But they're literally all together.
Punctuation. Yes, punctuation matters. It really does.
What do you mean?
Doesn't count.
It counts.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. Oh no. She's got all the stuff inside of it, like a breakfast burrito kind of idea. I was saying it was heresy because it doesn't have cheese in it, and
Okay, it says the cheese addict. I don't want to hear it.
hey, fuck you. Just because I have a cheese.
Thank you, Sunny.
Just
Thank
because
you.
I have a cheese problem. Oh, that's yours phone. I was like, why is mine got shit all over it? Okay, see, it says it's acceptable. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Sunny.
You lightly pat. No, you don't. You don't get to give. Both of you are on the shit list because Mr. I don't like tacos and no cheese in a breakfast burrito. You both on the shit list. We got problems here. He's trying. I bet he's typing frantically, trying to defend now. Come up with something funny. Put in here.
Think, Sunny, think.
Puppy. Yes. Y'all are tripping. You need that cheese sauce from the can to make a good burrito. Okay, we got commentary about everything here now. I do have to say, I'm not a ketchup person, and a lot of people put ketchup in there.
I don't like ketchup.
Yeah, so that one I'm a little... The cheaper the better.
Oh no, they're fighting now.
Oh, it's got to be sure. Oh, yep, we started a war. Hey, cheese is cheese.
Nah, ketchup sucks, Sunny.
Ketchup is life.
I like spicy ketchup, also known as barbecue
Pikachu
sauce.
said so. Oh, Pikachu said so.
Like I care. Ooh, ripe and Sunny. We'll see what happens.
Ketchup belongs nowhere near a tortilla. I better break up this fight.
Nah, I want to watch.
You're spinning all over my keyboard. What the hell?
Good, maybe you get that no cheese on there.
I used to love you.
People say that about pizzas. Oh, that's true. You used to love me? You don't love me anymore?
I don't love you anymore. You're out. Gotta find a new daughter. The entire country would like a word, Sonny. Yes, my people would like a word. That's funny. I actually yelled at Mrs. Tahoe the other day because she was making spaghetti for us, and she normally takes.
You mean lasagna?
No, spaghetti.
It was spaghetti?
It was spaghetti.
Oh, wait, yeah.
And she normally, the cardinal sin against all Italians where you break the noodles. And I yelled at her, I said, don't you dare break those noodles, because, you know, family's Italian, so.
Ooh, Sonny said, gotta break this.
Just how you're supposed to break the pasta, no? No, you're not supposed to break the pasta. That's sacrilege, that's heresy, that's... it's a death to the soul of every Italian person whenever you break a piece of pasta.
Pineapple on pizza is bad.
All right, we're getting off in the weeds here. Everybody's throwing their wild opinions around. Lo siento.
No español.
No habla español.
No hablo español. Mi padre es
Pinche
muy
gringo.
loco.
Gringa. Huh?
Mi padre es muy loco.
Sí. Loco en la cabeza.
Sí.
Sí. Sí, uno. Taranzo? I don't know that one. Taranzo?
Mi
It's
madre.
it's Italian. Oh, see.
Mm,
Allora, molto bene.
mi
That's all
madre
I know.
es muy poquito.
My mom is small. Is really small. It's Italian. I didn't say I was a good Italian.
You have the Italian hands.
I do have the Italian hands. Okay, so I've studied Spanish. I've loosely studied some Japanese. No Italian. I'm doing this wrong is what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong.
I'm doing it wrong. I should have went Italian first.
You need to do, what the?
What the fuck are Italian
Do you
hands?
not know what Italian hands are?
Oh my god. Okay, if you've ever been in a conversation with somebody and all they do is talk with their hands, you know, they're doing gestures, they're building things with it, or they're pointing, you know, like
That is true, Sonny.
those are Italian hands. Italians just ritualistically talk with their hands. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, you're currently
you-
doing Italian
You
hands.
can't see it, but I'm doing like a clawed hand. Like, this is really important. Like, I get made fun of it constantly because
Yeah, especially when you guys are bickering at it, you and mom.
yes,
Mom cannot stop but stare at your hands because your Italian hands are just everything.
yes. So next time you talk to somebody and they've got like wild hands that they're using, stop and just ask them, be like, hey, is your family part Italian or anything like that? And just see what happens. Oh god, it's so funny. Each gesture actually has a meaning to it. Yes, it does. It does. Latin is the root of Spanish. Yeah, that's the funny part is like my grandparents, one was Italian, one was Spanish from Spain, so I'm doing it wrong on multiple levels, I believe. Tee-hee-hee. I'm glad we're having fun with this. I took Italian Culture 1 and learned a lot about that. They can get very specific. Yes. Yes. Magnifique. I can be very specific too sometimes. So I feel it. I feel it in my bones. All right, peoples. I do need to be done for the day.
Oh, you're already done?
Yeah, we did our 3 hours. You woke up late. Now you want to play?
Oh, this got interesting. We were fighting about things.
Oh my god. This is just drama. You're just making drama. Yikes.
I am your child.
You are my... That is accurate. We do cause drama. Yeah, high five. Aha! Oh, that gave me apple juice on my hand.
You're
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, peoples.
I have the whole jug with me currently.
You do have the whole jug with you. Let me look to see...
Hi, Bryce.
That's my niece. Yes. Yes, it is. For better or worse, that is your niece.
I'm something, all right.
You're definitely something. Let's see. Creator dashboard. I wonder who is, if anybody's... You're gonna need everybody what? Okay. Let's see who we following. Who could we raid at the moment? Not too many people on right now. Oh, we're back down to 2. Okay, well, that's okay. Which means we can just roll it up for the afternoon then. Yeah, I'll put it out there again. If anybody has a channel and they stream around this time on Monday, Wednesdays, or Fridays, let me know so we can throw around these the raids and stuff like that. That would be really, really fun. I'm appreciative of Sage bringing in his group of peoples into the stream every time he does it. And I would love to pay that back to somebody at some point.
Get Sage back.
I gotta figure out what that looks like and when, so we'll get there though, at some point. But thank you all for coming in here today. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Ghost Guy. Wow, there was a bunch of people
Ghost
in here.
Guy. My third on my list.
Dreamer was in here. Elizabeth was in here. Let's see, Sage was in here. Binary Kitten was in here. Who else was in here? One Hot Jinja was in here. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming by and hanging out for a little while. I appreciate it. I will be back on Wednesday for another stream, continuing to work on. Why are you both behind me? I was trying to wrap this up. Did you want to stand behind me too, babe? Like, just kind of.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank God. My son and my daughter were over my shoulder. I got distracted. I will be back working on book stuff on Wednesday and Friday. Hopefully I'll have this post all wrapped up and ready to go so I can talk about what's going to happen for the next year as we start our new venture into year 3 of publishing, writing, illustrating picture books for kids. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this, definitely feel free to come back, hang out for a little bit. Hopefully this was fun. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. If I don't see you, I hope you have a good week. And I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
T'es prêt?